Everything explained in this video is summarized from the coin market cap. And also, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for future XRP news and some other cryptocurrency news in general. Now take a look at this. Ripple versus SAC case. US SEC only chance of winning appeal in XRP lawsuit. Before we move on, there is a new crypto airdrop taking place, right, which is about to launch soon. Please take your time and participate in this. The link is in the description of the video. Let's continue with our video. In the case of Ripple versus the Securities and Exchange Commission, recent developments about the possibility of an appeal have revealed that the agency intends to appeal Judge Tor's summary decision on XRP. An attorney who supports XRP and other attorneys have investigated the likelihood that the SEC will prevail in its appeal on XRP programmatic sales. Will the SEC be able to prevail in the appeal of the Ripple case? There's been a recent uptick in speculation on the filing of an appeal by the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC of the United States. Eleanor Turret, a journalist at Fox Business, was informed by a lawyer who had recently left the Securities and Exchange Commission that the agency will probably appeal the verdict that Judge Annalisa Torres made in July 2023 about the Ripple versus SEC case. John Deaton, a lawyer who works for Bono for those who have 75,000 XRP, stated that judges have condemned the Securities and Exchange Commission for not being loyal to the law. In spite of the fact that it was a complete and utter waste of taxpayer money, he noted that the agency that Gary Gensler was in charge of can still file an appeal. There is no way that an appellate court will come to the conclusion that Judge Torres made a mistake when he applied the third prong. The decision that Judge Torres made was extremely factual in nature. The SEC did not rely on expert testimony concerning XRP holders because it was already excluded from consideration. However, the judge relied on such testimony. On the other hand, he asserts that the case will be sent back to Judge Torres, even if the Second Circuit Court decides that Judge Torres made a mistake in applying the third criterion, because the district court will conclude that the SEC did not show a common enterprise. The SEC will once again be unsuccessful in its attempt to win the Ripple case. The only way to potentially win the case, according to the attorney, is for Fred Rispoli agrees with John Dedet that it would be extremely challenging for the Securities and Exchange Commission to vacate the Torres finding. He thinks that the likelihood of the SEC becoming victorious in the Ripple case will be heavily dependent on the 3 justices who will be chosen at random to hear the case. According to attorney Rispoli, the CC could win if it drew 3 judges who were biased against the CSE, which is extremely unlikely but not impossible. A notice of appeal that was filed by the SEC at the very last minute is something that he and other attorneys, including Bill Morgan and Jeremy Hogan, believe. If the Securities and Exchange Commission does not appeal the case, it will be a significant victory for the Ripple and XRP community, as well as for other litigants who are challenging the SEC and the Second Circuit Court. Additionally, they can argue that not all secondary transactions constitute investment contracts for more than a week. The price of XRP displayed a neutral candle pattern, and it was unable to break through the multi-year resistance. The fact that this aggregation displays several candles with short bodies and long wicks suggests that neither buyers nor sellers have taken the initiative to initiate the transaction. Before making a move in a certain direction, cryptocurrency investors are keeping a watchful eye out for any updates or shifts in regulatory policies that may be implemented by the SEC. The price of XRP is expected to rise to $2 as the SEC deteriorates before the appeal. In a tweet that was sent out not so long ago, a crypto enthusiast named Danny set off a heated discussion concerning the probable appeal that the SEC could file on October 7th regarding XRP. Danny believes that the Securities and Exchange Commission SEC lost its credibility, and that as XRP and the cryptocurrency sector as a whole continue to gain traction, their only saving grace is finishing their choice to not appeal. Ripple, the business that is responsible for XRP, has been engaged in a protracted legal struggle with the Securities and Exchange Commission about the question of whether or not the cryptocurrency is considered a security. More than 40 days remain until the elections in the United States, as Danny points out. This will be followed by the mandatory implementation of ISO 20022 and 25, which has the potential to further strengthen the use of blockchain technology throughout the banking sector. In addition, the tweet mentioned that institutional asset managers are bullish about cryptocurrency and that the industry would continue to develop as a result of banks' rising interest in tokenization and blockchain use cases. Danny gives the impression that the SEC is less likely to file an appeal because the possibility of new regulations backing cryptocurrency is looming. A major breakout is just around the corner for XRP at the time of this publication. The price of XRP was trading at $58, representing a loss of 0.56 during the day. A slight retreat suggests that the market will continue to consolidate for the next 10 weeks and will continue to struggle to break through the overhead trend line that has been intact since September 2021. A challenge to the above trend line is only 2% away from being made by the coin price. The cryptocurrency expert Dark Defender drew attention to the trend line that is declining, indicating that a breakthrough of this resistance level is becoming closer and closer. An analysis of the SEC's appeal deadline and the potential consequences, the Securities and Exchange Commission has until October 6th to decide whether or not they will submit an appeal, according to Matthew Perry. Some investors are concerned that the price of XR could fall if the court's verdict is altered in any way, and they are concerned about this possibility. At the moment, the price of XRP is trading at 59 cents and its market capitalization is standing at $33 billion. However, because the legal issue has not yet been resolved in its whole, the whales are exercising caution. Furthermore, many believe that the Securities and Exchange Commission may be attempting to slow down XRP to allow other projects that are comparable to catch up. Even though Ripple has made it clear that they do not intend to file an appeal, the SEC may still do so. This may cause investors to wait even longer for a determination. The fact that they have been waiting for more than 4 years has already caused a great deal of frustration among investors. During Doge 2014, you can rejoice in Dogecoin and make significant gains.
Yeah.
During the celebration of Dogecoin, Doge 2014 was able to raise a total of $500,000. Gain access to an exclusive airdrop and perhaps make a lot of money with it. Display additional plus the performance of the XRP price market in the face of uncertainty. A stable market performance has been maintained by the price of XRP. Even though an appeal is a possibility that is drawing near, Perry draws attention to the fact that the daily trading volume of XRP is approximately $1 billion and that the market capitalization to volume ratio is approximately 3%. This is a respectable statistic given the current legal situation. On the other hand, this steadiness can be thrown off if the SEC goes ahead with an appeal, which would result in additional price drops. Others have speculated that the Securities and Exchange Commission maybe seeking to safeguard institutional interests, maybe at the expense of regular investors as a result of the legal difficulties that have arisen. The information that has been provided is not intended to be trading advice. There is no responsibility for any investments that are made based on the information that is provided on this page. Before making any decision about investments, we strongly advise conducting independent research and consulting with a knowledgeable professional.